So, Kim, thank you so much for being here with me. And I really wanted to start with how do you use all these healing modalities to help in emotional wellness?
Okay, firstly, thank you so much, Fazla, for your initiative to bring this awareness amongst everyone with regards to the modalities of healing which are
Yeah.
available, because sometimes there's so much overwhelming information out there that we can lose our sense of direction. So I'm
Yes.
very glad that we are having this
Yeah.
conversation
Thank
today and
you.
taking this knowledge further to everybody else. So when it comes to emotional healing, or when it comes to you coming into this awareness that there is some work that needs to be done, or you're feeling stagnant or stuck, or you have this awareness that where you are doesn't feel right, that's when these modalities come into play.
Okay.
What we call it spiritually is awakening.
Yes.
When it comes to creative art therapy, we call it in words like connecting with your inner child, expressing your emotions and giving it a bit of an outlet, so that you have the distance and gap, at least some gap between thoughts which are difficult for you to process.
Okay.
So when it comes, why do we have these modalities, or how have they come to being? I feel overall, as humans are evolving, we are understanding that certain emotions require regulation as a child. However,
Yes.
we are coming into that awareness that we need to now first take the responsibility of self before we go out, and we need to step into the highest level of self-love. That's when we start recognizing and understanding our emotions, and that's when we take the steps to regulate our emotions. The process of energy healing, your energy alchemy, or when we talk about crystal art therapy, is a way of nurturing yourself so that you can step into being the truest expression of who you're truly supposed to be, without the influences of your upbringing, without the influences of society, without the influences of everything else that didn't allow you to be a true authentic self.
Yes.
So the emotional healing comes into play when you're not being a true expression of yourself, and all of this allows us to step into that area where we can nurture ourselves, and we can finally start aligning ourselves in order to lead a healthy life mentally, physically, and emotionally, all three areas.
Yeah. So that's why, like you said about these initiatives. So the initiative is basically for this purpose only. Because I, being a therapist, I am a physiotherapist. So when I see physical pain, so like see, from these many years of experience, you will come to know that whether it is an actual physical pain that is showing you up, or is it something pent up which is, which keeps on coming again and again by some trigger, and it is showing in the form of a physical pain. So that's when we started realizing that yes, combination with the physical treatment that we do, we also have to take care of the mental and the emotional part of it as well.
That's
so that it doesn't pop up again and again.
Absolutely.
So I really resonate with you when you are saying that you have to take care of your or you have to realize that you need all these things, and then the channels will automatically open up as to where you have to go and whom you have to meet. So that's completely true.
Yes.
So Kim, my next question would be, you already explained what are these different therapies, what are these different healing modalities. Now I would like to know how it actually works. What is the process that these things helps in emotional wellness, or
I would say that your creative art therapies are the first stepping stones to you coming into an area of self-awareness. Because what the art therapy does is it connects you to your inner child.
Okay.
So it releases at a surface level all the pent up emotions by creating a distance between your thoughts. Because when we are creating, we are using our intuitive mind, and the intuitive mind is linked to the source energy.
Okay.
That doesn't have any structure, it's very abstract.
Okay.
So with the help of certain, let's say, processes like I have in place, I have a certain type of abstract painting that I do with adults or with children as well. At the same time, in order to allow them to let go of the structures that have been built within your mindset that says you need to draw like this, you need to do like this, right? We need a good boost of both realistic
Okay.
drawing or painting as well as abstract to come to a balance. But the balance can only be created if you have opened up your intuitive thought process a little bit,
Yeah.
at least. That's
I was
when
coming
we say,
to that, yeah.
yes, that's where we say masculine and feminine balance.
Okay.
Yes, there is a masculine and feminine balance. We come into a good flow of intuition. That's why we feel very positive when we do any form of art, whether
Yeah.
it be dance, music, art. It is a process of releasing. Why? Because you're pulling in and you're connecting with source energy, and that fills up your entire body. But that is the first stepping stone, I would say. Thereafter, for example, we have the Reiki healing.
Okay.
Okay, then we have the crystal alchemy and we have energy alchemy. They are at different stages for different people. The Reiki energy is there when you really want to not only unblock your chakras, but first let's step into unblocking those small little meridians within your body, within your physical body. Right? That's when we do the physical Reiki healing, or we do through distance. They can be as powerful as we want them to be, depending on how receptive you are of the energies.
Yes.
So to enhance the Reiki healing and the Reiki energy, then comes into play your crystal alchemy. What crystals do is they reduce the resistance that you have to change. Because in the most, what is the most and the biggest fear that people have is that of the unknown.
Yes.
I am not familiar with this energy. So if you're not familiar with positivity, you will never make an effort to move into that direction, right? So you need to come into some sort of a comfort zone before you can start experiencing that life that you truly desire for yourself. Either it may be from a certain certain intention that you have for yourself, for material, relationship, health, overall emotional satisfaction in what you're doing, that allows you to live your life in the present moment with that, with the innocence of a child. Is always curious, always ready to learn, always excited, always a beginner's mind, right?
Thing is no
They
fear.
are the biggest risk takers that we see around us, right? And then everyone's influence starts coming in, ancestral preconditioning, social, educational, but it's okay. It's all a part of the process as we are evolving towards a new earth. That's something that I really in core talk about, because that is the core of my work. Now when we talk about crystal alchemy with Reiki, or let's say I have coded all the crystals that I have here with the Reiki energy. I channel them as I channel my Reiki students, because I teach Reiki as well. At the same time, they allow a person to go through the awakening and go through their inner transformation in order to step into a better version of themselves by unblocking the 7 chakras in your body and allowing you to see the reality that you want to experience. So the point is, we need to get the nervous system to understand that this reality exists and you can experience this reality. How would your nervous system understand until and unless you will not give that vibration or frequency to it? Yes, it is possible through hypnosis. Yes, it is possible through Reiki. Through Reiki and crystal healing, we do a lot of ancestral healing, tapping into the remaining part of your DNA. We tap only into the 3% of our DNA if we are not on the journey of self-awareness and self-actualization, right? It allows you to expand your consciousness. It allows you to go into higher intelligence, bring a better balance in your masculine and feminine energy. All the knowledge that you also have from your ancestors, and unblock them and bring that magic to you. Let's just say that, which we call the wisdom. Now, how does this look like in a day-to-day life? You will be working only with intention. You will not be chasing people. You will be attracting the vibration that you are in, because you have embodied all that you have learned. You have practiced all that you learned. You have grounded yourself, made changes in your life where you're using your voice. You are okay to take up space and be present, right? And you are truly taking out everything. The process of healing is taking out everything that doesn't belong to you. That allows you to come into your true authenticity, because beyond love, compassion and understanding, the highest frequency is that of authenticity. And being authentic means standing in your personal power. And that means unlocking doors to self-healing, physical, mental, emotional. Like for me, since I have got into Reiki, since I have crystals help, I do not take any medicines. Not that I'm saying and advocating that people
should
must
not be
not take,
taking it.
but
Yeah.
you have been learned into that system,
Yeah.
and you've been trained into believing that you need those things.
Hmm.
Where I am, we train ourselves into unlocking the powers of self-healing.
Yes.
So the whole process of this is for you to understand what is your potential as a human being, for you to understand what are the energies you can tap into. There is a process, and for you to understand that you can experience whatever you desire to. If you are if you're experiencing a physical ailment, there is a reason behind it. Your body is saying something to you. It has first started in your subconscious and in the quantum field, and that's how it gets manifested in the physical world. So the work that you are also taking all these initiatives for is exactly on the same path. Is understanding there's something behind the picture that we have not been paying attention to.